Imagine discovering a hidden door in your mind that leads to wisdom and peace. Today, you stand before this door. What lies beyond it? A journey that transforms not just how you think, but how you live. In a world bustling with noise and distraction, you felt a call, a whisper from within, urging you to look beyond the surface. But what if the keys to unlocking your greatest potential are the very habits you choose to leave behind? Today, we explore the 7 habits you might unknowingly cling to, which could be dimming your inner light. Are you ready to see what life looks like when you let go of these barriers? The first thing that robs you of your strength and prevents you from realizing your true potential is negative self-talk. It is the inner voice that criticizes or demeans, often an echo of past failures, societal pressures, or our deepest insecurities. It can be a formidable barrier to spiritual awakening, as it anchors our energies to low vibrations and limits our perception of our true potential. Remember that our words and thoughts carry energy. The ancient scriptures remind us, "As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he." Negative self-talk thus becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, binding us to a reality that mirrors our darkest thoughts rather than our brightest light. Breaking free from negative self-talk involves a shift to positive self-talk, which is not about mere positive thinking, but about recognizing and affirming our divine nature. This shift can be initiated through practices like mindfulness, meditation, or journaling. Let's practice together. Close your eyes for a moment and think of a phrase that you often tell yourself that might not be particularly kind. Now, gently replace this phrase with a positive one. For example, change, "I always mess things up," to "I learn and grow from every experience." Feel the difference in energy, the lightness that accompanies positive change. By consciously choosing to engage in positive self-talk, spiritually awakened individuals not only enhance their own vibrational energy, but also contribute to a more loving and compassionate world. As you journey forward, remember that each word you speak to yourself can be a seed of growth or a barrier to your evolution. Choose growth, choose light, and watch as your world transforms around you. The next point of our consideration is living in the past. Many find this habit comforting, yet ultimately it is a form of self-imprisonment. Clinging to past memories, whether they are of joy or pain, can tether us to times and experiences that no longer serve our highest good or spiritual growth. Psychologically, living in the past is often a response to unresolved feelings or a reluctance to face the uncertainties of the present and future. It is a protective mechanism. Nostalgia can make the past seem more appealing than it actually was, while ruminating over old pains can be a way of avoiding the challenges and responsibilities of the now. From a spiritual perspective, dwelling in the past disrupts the natural flow of life's energy. Each moment is a dynamic point of creation, an opportunity to align more closely with our highest selves and the universe. Spiritual teachings often emphasize the power of the present. As Eckhart Tolle eloquently puts it, the power for creating a better future is contained in the present moment. You create a good future by creating a good present. By living in the past, we forfeit these opportunities, remaining stuck in a cycle that neither progresses nor satisfies. Releasing the past and embracing the present is a liberating step towards spiritual enlightenment. Remember, every day is a new canvas, a fresh opportunity to paint with brighter, more vibrant colors than those of yesterday. As you practice living in this moment, you will find that your days become more fulfilling, peaceful, and spiritually rich. Let the past teach you, but let the present move you. Number 3, materialism. In a world where success is often measured by material accumulation, it can be challenging to resist the pull of consumerism. However, for those seeking spiritual awakening, reducing the emphasis on material goods can open the heart and mind to the more ethereal and lasting treasures of existence. Materialism appeals to our most basic desires for security, status, and comfort. Psychologically, it's tied to our survival instincts, a tangible measure of our ability to provide for ourselves and our loved ones. Yet, when left unchecked, this pursuit can overshadow more profound needs like connection, purpose, and self-realization. Excessive materialism can act as a barrier to deeper understanding. It often leads to an attachment that Buddha warned about. The root of suffering is attachment. By binding ourselves too tightly to physical possessions or the pursuit of wealth, we risk ignoring the spiritual lessons of impermanence and the intrinsic worth of our souls. Moving beyond materialism doesn't necessarily mean living without luxury or comfort. Rather, it's about adjusting our priorities and values to foster spiritual growth. Engage in gratitude practices and generosity. This way you demonstrate appreciation and openness while detaching yourself from greed. As you loosen the grip of materialism, you may find yourself feeling freer and more attuned to the spiritual aspects of life. The joy derived from material goods is temporary, but the peace and fulfillment from spiritual growth are lasting. Remember, not what we have but what we enjoy constitutes our abundance, a poignant reminder from Epicurus that our true wealth is measured by our experiences and spiritual richness, not our possessions. A detachment from materialism allows a change of perspective and view of the concept of success. This, in turn, brings us to our next point of consideration. Number 4, conventional success metrics. In society, success is often framed in terms of wealth, career advancement, and social status. Yet, for those on a spiritual journey, these conventional metrics can feel limiting and misaligned with their true purpose. Spiritually awakened individuals seek to redefine success in a way that fosters inner peace, joy, and fulfillment. Conventional success metrics can create a relentless pursuit of external achievements, often at the expense of personal well-being and spiritual growth. This external chase can lead to stress, burnout, and a sense of emptiness, as it neglects the inner dimensions of happiness and meaning. Albert Einstein insightfully captured this when he said, "Not everything that can be counted counts, and not everything that counts can be counted." From a spiritual viewpoint, success is measured by the harmony one achieves with oneself and the universe. It involves growth, how one contributes to the well-being of others, and how closely one lives according to their ethical and spiritual values. This perspective sees success as an internal state of being that radiates outward, influencing all areas of one's life. Transitioning from conventional success metrics to spiritual ones involves several key shifts. First is value alignment. Evaluate what truly matters to you. This might include relationships, personal growth, or contributions to the community. Aligning your goals with these values transforms the pursuit of success into a more fulfilling endeavor. Second, mindful goals. Set goals that promote your well-being and spiritual development. This might mean pursuing a passion project that feeds your soul, or it could involve dedicating time to meditation and self-reflection. The third one is holistic health. Consider physical, mental, and spiritual health as integral components of success. Maintaining balance in these areas can enhance your overall life satisfaction. The last shift is related to community and connection. Measure success by the strength and depth of your relationships. A rich, supportive network can provide a sense of accomplishment and belonging that material success cannot. Reflect on your current goals and write them down. Next to each goal, note whether it serves external validation or aligns with your deeper values. Consider modifying one goal to better reflect your spiritual or personal values and plan steps to achieve this revised goal. By redefining success, you are not lowering your ambitions, but directing them towards what genuinely brings joy and fulfillment. This shift not only enhances your own life, but can also inspire others to reconsider their paths. Remember, true success is about creating a life that resonates with your innermost being. As Ralph Waldo Emerson famously said, "To laugh often and much, to win the respect of intelligent people and the affection of children, to leave the world a bit better, to know even one life has breathed easier because you have lived. This is to have succeeded." Another common human behavior rapidly quitted by spiritually awakened people is judgment of others. It is rooted in our instincts to categorize and evaluate our social environment. However, for those on a spiritual path, judgment can be recognized as a barrier to true understanding and connection with others. It often reflects more about our own fears and biases than it does about the people we judge. Judgment can stem from many sources: fear, insecurity, past experiences, or societal conditioning. It is a defensive mechanism that helps us feel superior or more secure by placing others in a lesser light. However, spiritually, judgment separates us from others and from the compassionate essence of our true nature. Judgment is often seen as a reflection of one's own inner turmoil or dissatisfaction. As the wise philosopher Socrates noted, "Be kind, for everyone you meet is fighting a hard battle." When we judge others, we miss the opportunity to connect with them on a deeper level and to learn from their experiences, which might be very different from our own. Practice self-reflection and empathy, as they will allow you to shift your perception, reduce judgment, and increase compassion. Letting go of judgment opens up a space for more authentic relationships and deeper spiritual connections. It allows us to live more fully in alignment with spiritual teachings that advocate for love and compassion over division. As Jesus Christ said, "Judge not, lest you be judged." By embodying this principle, spiritually awakened individuals not only enrich their own lives but also contribute to a more harmonious world. Number 6, reacting without thinking. In a fast-paced, often chaotic world, our instinctive reactions can dominate our interactions and decision-making processes. For those on a spiritual path, learning to pause and respond thoughtfully rather than reacting impulsively is a critical skill. It not only enhances personal peace, but also deepens relationships and supports a more mindful existence. Reactivity is a natural human response to perceived threats or challenges. It is rooted in the fight-or-flight mechanism and often bypasses rational thinking in favor of quick, emotional reactions. While this can be useful in genuine emergencies, in everyday situations, it can lead to misunderstandings, hurt feelings, and decisions that we might later regret. Constant reactivity is seen as a barrier to higher awareness and inner peace. It keeps individuals locked in a cycle of emotion and impulsive responses, which can cloud judgment and prevent the kind of deep understanding and patience required for spiritual growth. Reactivity often stems from unexamined fears, unhealed wounds, or unresolved conflicts lurking within our subconscious. Moving from reactivity to thoughtful responding involves developing a buffer between stimulus and response. In the first instance, this requires learning to notice our own reactions and patterns. We can gain this kind of insight by practicing mindfulness and meditation, which teach us how to observe our own thoughts. In moments of potential reactivity, simply pausing to take a few deep breaths can provide enough space to assess the situation more calmly. This pause can be the difference between a harmful reaction and a thoughtful response. Also, reflecting before acting by asking oneself, "Will this reaction serve me or my goals?" can help evaluate the appropriateness of a response. Reflection encourages considering long-term consequences rather than succumbing to momentary impulses. Moreover, techniques such as journaling, talking with a trusted friend, or engaging in physical activity can help manage emotional responses and reduce the likelihood of reacting without thinking. By cultivating a practice of pausing and responding thoughtfully, you not only bring peace to your own life, but also contribute positively to the lives around you. Remember, as Viktor Frankl wisely observed, between stimulus and response there is a space. In that space is our power to choose our response. In our response lies our growth and our freedom. Embracing this space can transform reactive patterns into opportunities for personal growth and deeper spiritual connection. The last thing that often proves to be the most difficult to abandon is to disconnect from the opinions of others and external validation. In a society that often emphasizes external achievements and social approval, it is easy to become reliant on outside validation for self-worth and identity. However, spiritually awakened individuals recognize the limitations of this dependency and strive to cultivate a sense of self that is anchored within, independent of external circumstances and opinions. External validation is the affirmation and approval we seek from others about our worth, decisions, and identity. Psychologically, this need stems from our social nature and the desire to be accepted and valued by our community. While some level of external validation is natural and healthy, an over-reliance on it can lead to a fragile sense of self that fluctuates with the opinions and behaviors of others. Spiritually, relying solely on external validation can be seen as a form of attachment that hinders personal and spiritual growth. This reliance often masks deeper insecurities and fears, preventing individuals from fully embracing their authentic selves. As the spiritual teacher Ram Dass said, "The quieter you become, the more you can hear." In silence and solitude, individuals can connect with their inner wisdom and true essence, which are far more reliable guides than the fluctuating opinions of others. Embracing internal validation is a liberating step towards spiritual and emotional maturity. It allows you to live authentically, make decisions that truly resonate with your spirit, and engage with the world in a more confident and self-assured manner. As you cultivate a deeper sense of inner validation, you become not only more resilient, but also more capable of offering genuine love and support to others, free from the need for reciprocation. As you venture forward, keep in mind the wise words of Rumi, "Yesterday I was clever, so I wanted to change the world. Today I am wise, so I am changing myself." Let this wisdom guide you as you make the brave choices that lead to deep personal transformations. Embrace the challenges and changes, for each step forward is a step toward a more awakened, authentic life. Thank you for joining me on this journey today. May your path be filled with light, love, and endless opportunities for growth. Remember, every moment is a chance to reinvent yourself and rediscover the boundless possibilities of your spirit. If you found a value in this video, please show some love by leaving a like and subscribing to this channel so that you don't miss out on future content. Until next time, friend, take care and let's keep on creating together.